Hello and welcome back to reading Batman and Joker fan fiction. This is my sequel to my original Batman and Joker story. This is chapter 9 of the sequel. Still confused about doing an intro, but just let everyone know it's not finished. I'm just reading it until I get to the end, and then I will finish the rest and then read that. And then there's another time skip, just like in chapter 7, I think. And it starts out with Joker point of view. Says it's been 5 years now. Okay, so let's get into it. It's been 5 years now, and Lucy just turned 10 years old. She had grown up quite a lot, becoming very intelligent and doing so well in school. Joker was becoming much better at being a father for her, mostly because he was around more than Batman since he was always so busy. Lucy was in 5th grade now, very excited for the year to end so she could finally be a cool middle schooler. She grew her hair out, wearing it in high pigtails, still like her mom did. She also started wearing blue jeans instead of dresses with cute pink t-shirts. Lucy sat in the kitchen eating some chips while doing homework one day after school. Only her and Joker were home since Bruce was out as Batman like always, and Alfred took a couple days off to fly to England on vacation. With both of them being gone, they're putting a lot of trust in Joker watching this girl on his own. But anyway, as she got older, Joker liked getting closer with her. It was nice having a father-daughter bond as Bats wasn't around to keep him company. He started realizing being a dad is a lot more rewarding than he used to think, and glad he has her now. Joker walked up to sit beside her at the table. Need any help with what you're doing? I think I meant to put your. You're just bored because Oprah isn't on until later, Lucy chuckled. A little bit, haha, he joked. But seriously, your bird for brains older brother told me you have to make a family tree as a history assignment, and I should talk to you about it myself. Yeah, that's true. I really need to work on that because it's due Friday. Haven't even started it yet because I don't know a whole lot about our family. The only thing I really know is my full name is Lucy Martha Wayne. I have 2 dads, a butler who's like my grandfather, and a brother who's way older than me, she sighed. I feel like this is happening just so casually. Like, I feel like it would be different from this, but okay. Maybe it's about time I told you more, not just to finish your project for school, but also because you deserve to know more about your family. Joker took a deep breath, ready to explain everything. You're only 10 years old, which is still young, but you're like a preteen now, so you might be discovering more about yourself and the world around you. If we had told you anything sooner, we were scared of you not handling it well enough. First, I should tell you about me. I am 100% your biological father, and clearly Brucey is not. He is only your adoptive father. I can't tell you a whole lot about my past because it's all really fuzzy, and I'm not completely sure who I used to be other than who I am now. I am classified as criminally insane, and I was the #1 crime boss of Gotham. I was the Jester of Chaos. I was sent to Arkham Asylum many, many times by Brucey. He lived and still lives his life to protect Gotham. He says it's all about justice and blah blah blah. He chose that lifestyle after his parents died when he was only 8 years old, and the butler became his legal guardian and raised him. I, on the other hand, was the complete opposite, yet oddly the same as him. I know I had a tragic past, even if I can't remember it all. It only takes one bad day to lose your mind, haha. He was the biggest hero and I was the biggest villain. We fought for years while developing deep-seated feelings for each other. But during the time we were arch enemies, it was one of the first few times he admitted me into Arkham Asylum where I met your mother.
My mom? Lucy was suddenly alert in the story.
Yes, your mom, Joker continued. She was a psychiatrist working there, and she was assigned to treat my mental illness, I guess. Her name was Harleen Quinzel. I called her Harley Quinn for short. And then that name stuck with her. It sounds bad, but I manipulated her and her trust to help me escape my crimes. She ended up falling in love with me as soon as I couldn't get rid of her. I just planned on using her and leaving her, but the girl was like an octopus, so stuck on me. I eventually decided, why not? Let's try it. She wasn't going back to the asylum anyway. She had no friends or family. She was expendable if I used her during my scheme, so I dated her for about a year. I thought, I don't know, maybe I liked her and could maybe love her, but I decided to break up with her once I realized I liked using her, and the only person I had any focus on was Brucey.
I know he's Batman. You can call him Batsy instead of Brucey, Lucy stated.
I know, but he has a stick up his ass butt about it. Stick up his butt is what I meant. So I'll call him Brucey for the story.
The way I had it almost say one thing and then like, oh, I'm talking to a kid. That's funny right there. To me, at least, that's funny.
So I'll call him Brucey for the story. So anyway,
oh my gosh, I'm already messing up.
So anyway, years later, I finally managed to tell Brucey how I felt and found out we both wanted to be together. But your mother basically wouldn't allow that because she felt only she could have me, nobody else, even though I had ended the relationship way before. Brucey and I were happy together until she tried breaking up. Then she announced to me I couldn't be with Brucey anymore because she was pregnant with you, and at first I refused. I didn't want to have to lose the love of my life, but Brucey ended up agreeing with her and broke up with me and kicked me out to be with her for your sake. He lost out on having both of his parents and didn't like the idea of that happening to another child, I suppose. 9 months later, your mother was going into labor.
I have a quick question, Lucy interrupted. If you broke up with Mom years before dating Dad, then how did she get pregnant with me?
How much do you know about a mom and dad making a baby at your age?
He raised an eyebrow. It says make, but I should put making. We learned in science class that mammals like us reproduce sexually, but I don't know a lot about how that happens, she replied.
Okay, well, I sexually reproduced the crap out of her about every week when I was single, which led her on too much. But I was just a guy with sexually reproducing needs. The last time with her just happened to get her pregnant with you. But continuing the story, when she went into labor, I couldn't get her to a hospital in time, so I had to get Bruce to come and help. He rushed her to the Batcave since Alfred has just as much training as a doctor to help. Soon you were born and your mother passed away from childbirth. Her body just couldn't handle it. At first, I didn't know what was gonna happen. So Brucey and I talked, and we still wanted to be together, and he offered to adopt you as your second parent.
What about my brother? You never talked about him at all. Okay, so unfortunately, this chapter is just a little bit longer of one than other ones, so I'm going to pause it right here because this video is about to hit 10 minutes. And there's like 2 more screenshots to read and then just like a couple comments. So like I'm just going to make a part 2 to this video and stay tuned for that. Bye. I'll see you really quickly. I will post the second part fast.
I promise.
Hello and welcome back to reading Batman and Joker fan fiction. This is part 2 to the last video I made, reading chapter 9. It's a kind of a long chapter, so I had to stop it because like these videos on TikTok only go up to 10 minutes. So I basically have to do a part 2. And we left off with, what about my brother? You never talked about him at all. There's only 2 screenshots left, so we're basically like at the end of the chapter. I just needed more time. Okay, here we go. Joker voice.
Oh yeah, Brucey adopted him around the first year I met him, and he was becoming well known as Batman. The boy was like 13 when Brucey adopted him. The only reason he did was because he witnessed the boy saw his own parents get unalived in front of him and knew how hard it was from his past. So that's how he's your brother technically.
This is a messed up family. Probably going to have to censor a lot of this for my assignment, she said with wide eyes.
I know you might wish you had gotten to know your mom when she was alive, but if it means anything, here's the address to the cemetery she is buried at, if you ever wanted to visit her grave one day.
He hands her a piece of paper he had wrote on. Lucy gave him a quick hug. Thank you. She smiled, staring at the small piece of notebook paper in her hands.
Now, if you excuse me, Oprah should be on TV now, and I must drink a bottle of wine as I watch,
he loudly stated as walking out of the kitchen.
What an insightful lady.
Lucy could hear Joker yelling from the living room, making her laugh. Why is Joker just a whole housewife now? That's making me laugh. Okay, and hold on. I'm not gonna make this a separate video. Just wait 1 second. I refuse to make a separate video when these are literally the only comments for this chapter, for chapter 9. Only these 2 comments. I only got 1 screenshot. This will not be a separate video. And these are the only, it says, I live for housewife Joker. Me too, my friend, me too. So people kind of like it, I guess. But, oh my god, it's so weird to think of Joker as like that's what's making me laugh. That's probably why I like wrote these chapters like kind of funny. Like, well, in my own head, kind of funny. Because it's like, just picture Joker as a whole housewife. That's so funny. I love that people, they're probably laughing about it too. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. My next video will be reading chapter 10, and we'll see where it goes from here. Bye. I hope you enjoyed.